Hello overcomers, today we were able to make $1,700 and I'm sorry I've been gone for a while. I've not been able to upload videos. I went on a vacation, I went on a trip, but during my trip I was able to still trade 2 days, and during that time I was able to make up to $10,600. Overcomers, why am I sharing this with you? Just to show you the possibility of what is available online. 7 years ago, when I started on the online space, I saw somebody making a video and saying how she made $10,000 online in a month. And I was like, how is it even possible? How are people making money online? I had no idea that this was possible. Why am I sharing this with you? Just to encourage you that it is possible. I saw this person. I told myself, this person doesn't have 2 heads. This person doesn't have 4 feet. If this person is able, how much more of me? And overcomers, look at something. That was $10,000 that I saw per month. But now there are days that I make $10,000 a day. If this is possible with me, it is possible with you. One thing that I came to tell myself is that it's not about me. The Bible says it is God who gives us the power to create wealth. So in this video, I just want to share with you some of the things that have really helped me on my journey. So that by the end of this video, my goal is that you leave this place strong, you leave this place encouraged, you leave this place with that understanding, knowing exactly what to do. So every day in the morning, when I get up, right, I sit down on my computer. The first thing that I do is that I look at key points on my chart. What are these key points? I'm looking at places where price has stopped before. I'm looking at places where price has reversed before. I'm looking at areas that are having some kind of support, some kind of resistance. And if you don't know how to draw those, I've already shown in these previous videos how to do all those things. So I'll encourage you to go ahead and watch that video first. So when I look at all these key areas, I use those areas now for my entries and my exits. So as a data analyst, I used to work as a data analyst. So when you are analyzing data, you are looking at the data that you have in front of you. And now you can use that data, this information that you have. How can I use this information to inform subsequent decisions, right? It's the same thing when it comes to trading. So you are using the data, you are using these pre-levels to now say, okay, if this happened before, now probably this is going to happen again. So now, does it mean it has to happen? No. It doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to happen. You as a speculator, you are predicting something and you are ready. So that when it happens, you are ready. It's not taking you by surprise. It's not taking you by chance. You are ready so that at that point, you are ready to take your trade or you are ready to come out of your trade. So now the next thing is that when you've already had these clear points, you've already had this understanding, right? You don't need to do anything again. You just stay and wait. Now you wait for price to get to those key areas. If price does not get there, what do? You stay. You just stay patient. Now when price gets to those areas, that's when you react. That's when you take your trade. Other than that, you just stay and wait. The best type of market to be able to make money is when it is trending, right? Either trending up or trending down. When you are in a point of consolidation, there is no need for you to take trades because it is choppy. If you take trades in places that are consolidating, then you can easily lose money in the market. So it's always good to just wait. Wait for that trending market. When you see a clear movement, that's when you are able to take your trade. And now as a trader, before you take any trade in the market, there are some rules you must follow, right? If price doesn't get to my point, what do? You stay. So that's a rule you've set for yourself, which means that if price doesn't get to your point for the entire day, you stay out of the market. Instead of you taking your own small amount of money and then giving to the market, right? You stay with your capital. Imagine any business person. Any business person does everything to preserve their capital. And so you as a trader, you need to preserve your capital every day. And if you are making any money, it should be profit that is adding on your capital. It's not you losing money to the market. And one important thing that I want you to take note of is that look for one simple strategy that you can see every day in the market and follow just that strategy. Don't jump from strategy to strategy. Now, when you are trading, you must make sure that whatever you are following is something that you can repeat every day. So in such a way that if I come and ask you, Susan, what strategy are you using? You should be able to have a strategy. You should be able to tell me that this is what I'm doing. For example, the first 5-minute strategy that I show us on the channel here, right? If, for example, you are trading that strategy and then you don't see something that day, what do? You stay out of the market and wait until the next day when you see it. Then that is when you take your trade and then you make your money on that day. Now, when it comes to trading, patience is power. Patience is what actually gives you the money. Don't be nervous. Don't be in a rush. It is a skill you are building. And the only way you can become profitable is to follow your strategy, is to follow everything that you have planned to follow. Just think about people like nurses, doctors, lawyers. They spend so much time and so much money to learn. Now, how do you think that you'll be able to come to the market and start making like $10,000 a day without spending time to learn? You need to put in the effort. You need to spend some time in front of the screen. You need to practice. And I've shown us all those things on the channel. And of course, if you don't know anything about what I'm talking about, I'm going to have a free video down below that is going to help you to have a general understanding what this trading is all about. And that is going to help you. So if you don't know what we are talking about, overcomers, I will encourage you to go and watch that video. One thing that I personally believe is that if God reveals something like this to you, it's because He wants to use it to bless you. And the Bible makes us to understand that it is God who supplies our needs. It's not about me, it's about Him. And so when you go through your journey, rely on Him, depend on Him, and surrender it. When I come to the church in the morning, I tell God, this is all about you, Lord. It's not about me, it's about you. And so because I know it's not about me, I'm not moved by what I see. I'm not nervous. I'm just there knowing that He is the one. And as a child of God, if you are struggling, I want you to know that the Bible says, I have never seen the righteous forsaken. I've never seen the righteous beg for bread. I want to encourage you, my beloved sister, my beloved brother, that you just follow the process. Keep learning. Keep studying. I want you to go to the comment section. If you are struggling in any way, go ahead and put in the comment section. And you can leave a prayer there for someone. Somebody could write their struggle and you just go there and pray for that person. And it's the same thing. I pray for you guys. And I'm trusting God that He is going to help you on this journey. I want you to go ahead and leave a comment down below and just say, Father, I need your grace. Father, I need your strength. We can only rely on Him. So the trade I took today, just to show you how simple these things are. So this is it exactly here. Let me just explain to you. And this is going to help you on your journey. So if you come here, you see that I already had this line. So these lines, you can see that is because of previous days. You see how this line here, because of these touches that were here, that's why I have these lines here. If you scroll back, you are going to be able to see that price had touched here before, price had touched here, price had touched here. So I have all these things that are telling me that this is what price had done at this point before. Let me open it so that you can see it clearly. And so because of all those touches, that's why I had all these lines here. And so look at what happens. Now when price break through this line, right, I'm not just going to enter a trade. I'm going to wait, because personally I don't trade like that. I'm going to wait for a retest. And so when price break through, I had to wait. Price went up. I'm not chasing after price. I'm relaxed. I'm sitting. I'm waiting for price to show me a confirmation where to enter the trade. And now price comes back and retested this line. Why is this important? It's just telling me that this area that used to be a resistance area has now turned to support. And because it has turned to support, it's showing that it is strong. Yes, sellers are trying to push it down, but buyers are taking it up. And so right now, because of this is where I now take my trade. And so this is where I finally enter the trade. And now my stop loss is down here and my take profit is right here at previous day high. And so because of that, now I just stay in that trade and wait and follow it until it comes to this point where I now took my profit and came out of the trade. So overcomers, that is how trading is supposed to be. You are just relying on the process. Trust the process and just wait for it. I know it is hard, but it comes with time. Keep learning, keep practicing, for I know that God who has done it for me, God who has shown me these skills. Go ahead and click on this video. This video is going to show you how to understand market structure and how to also draw these lines on your chart. So I'm going to see you in that video. I will never direct message you asking you for money. I don't copy trade for people. If anybody tells you that, it is fake. please just be careful what you are doing on the social media space. If you need any information or anything about me, everything is going to be in the description box down below, so go ahead and check the description. If you want to contact me in any way, every information is going to be in the description box down below. I'm going to see you in that video. Love you all so much.